Yo, what's going on, guys? CultOfMush back at it with some very exciting news. As you guys know, Microsoft has been making this play on PC gaming. They've been releasing all the previous Xbox One exclusives on PC. But for a long time, most of these games were only available on the Windows 10 store. Well, that is changing with Quantum Break coming to Steam. Quantum Break, the special edition, is coming to Steam on September 14th. This is awesome. This has been the one major complaint I and many other PC gamers have had with all these games coming to PC, is that nobody wants to use the Windows 10 store. It is trash. Everybody just wants all their games on Steam, and to be honest, with these games releasing on the Windows 10 store, they haven't been getting the promotion that they deserve. Quantum Break was one of the Xbox One's biggest games of the year, and no one cared about it on PC for a multitude of reasons. First of all, it was a trash port, so hopefully with the release of the Steam version, it'll be much better. And the fact that it was on the Windows 10 store, nobody wants to deal with that. And guess what? With it coming to Steam, you'll be able to play the game on Windows 7 as well. That is freaking awesome. That's gonna open this game up to so many people, and Quantum Break was a game that sold very poorly on the Xbox One. I think with the game releasing on Steam during a Steam sale, I think a lot of people are gonna pick it up. It's made by the same guys that did Alan Wake, and Alan Wake was a very successful game on PC. There's no reason Quantum Break can't do the same. So they also released the minimum and recommended system requirements, so I want to quickly go over that. First off, the minimum OS requirement, Windows 7, so that's very exciting for those of you guys that aren't running Windows 10. You will be able to play Quantum Break on a Windows 7 machine. As far as minimum CPU goes, you're looking at an Intel Core i5-4460 at 2.7 GHz or an AMD FX 6300. Recommended CPU is an Intel Core i5-4690 3.9 GHz or an AMD equivalent. So probably an AMD 8 core, something like that. Minimum RAM requirement is 8 GB of RAM, and recommended is 16 GB of RAM. That's still somewhat startling. 16 GB of RAM as recommended, I don't know about that. My machine's still running 8 GB. I probably should upgrade that very soon, especially considering how cheap 16 gigs is. Moving on to the most important part, the GPU requirement. Minimum GPU is calling for an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 760 or an AMD R7 260X. So pretty low end stuff as far as that is concerned, and as far as recommended GPU goes, you're looking at a GTX 970 or an AMD R9 390, which I believe is the same as the initial release. And then minimum is going to be DirectX 11 and recommended is DirectX 12, and the storage is still 68 GB, which is absolutely insane. But this is a game that comes with like an episodic series, so I think that's why the storage is so high, but 68 GB is just absolutely insanity. But I think most of us have become pretty accustomed to this, since a lot of games these days are becoming 40, 50, 60, 70 GB. And then you've got DLC pushing that even further. Now the issue with all of this is that Quantum Break is releasing on Steam 5 months after its initial release. While I'm very happy that it is coming to Steam, I would like to see a day-and-day release with the Steam version, because imagine if Gears of War 4 releases day-and-day on Steam. I think that would be great. Sure, Valve is getting a cut, but Steam has the highest user base. This is where the games are gonna sell the most. And if Microsoft is serious about getting their games exposed on PC, they need to release their games on Steam. Either that or make the Windows 10 store a lot better. And I know what some of you guys are thinking, Origin is doing fine with Battlefield. Microsoft currently is not releasing a game on PC that is at the level of Battlefield. If Halo comes to the PC and it's this amazing port and they get the Windows store all good, I'm sure people will have no problem jumping on over there and buying Halo. However, for games like Quantum Break, the upcoming game ReCore, even Forza Horizon 3, I don't think people are that excited to the point where, oh, I'm gonna upgrade to Windows 10. Oh, I'm gonna use the Windows 10 store to get these games. I don't think PC gamers care that much, because there are so many freaking games on PC where it's like, if you're not releasing it on one of the platforms I prefer, well, I don't need to play that game. I have thousands of other games on Steam. Origin is a competent enough service now. I can just go play Battlefield, Mirror's Edge, all those games. It's not essential for PC gamers to play these Microsoft released games, but if they release on Steam, I think they can do a lot of damage. And when I say damage, I mean in a good way. I think they will sell very, very well. Sure, a lot of people might not buy Quantum Break for $60 on release day on Steam, but during a sale when it's 50 or 75% off and it's down to $15 or $20, I think that's when Quantum Break is going to sell a lot of units. I think that's when a game like ReCore would sell really well, and I think this is just great for all parties involved. Remedy gets more gamers to play their game, Microsoft gets this game exposed to more people, and PC gamers are the biggest winners out of all of this, because now we get the game on the service service that we prefer. Although I'm sure a few of you guys, for whatever reason, do prefer the Windows Store. Alright, maybe none of you guys prefer that, but this is great news. Hopefully we'll see Gears of War 4 on Steam. Hopefully we see ReCore on Steam. Hopefully we see Forza Horizon 3 on Steam. And really, I think the biggest reason Quantum Break's coming to Steam is because it probably didn't sell all too well on Windows 10. Again, Quantum Break isn't the type of game where people are gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna go over to the Windows Store, gonna download this game, gonna have a great time. No, it's more of a niche title, and I think on Steam it'll really find its footing. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I'm super excited, but we still gotta hold out hope that they get the port fixed, because that was the biggest issue with Quantum Break. It was just a nightmare. The game was a pile of shit on release, and if they don't fix that part about the game, which I don't understand why they wouldn't, it's Quantum Break, it's Remedy. They did a great job with the Alan Wake port. Just do the same with Quantum Break. You guys got the time now. It's been 5 months since the game's been released. If it releases as a good port, I think a lot of people will eat it up. So like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.